All right, now I know that on this past Saturday it was National Batman Day, and sadly, since the comic book store in the mall nearest me closed down last month, I've been pretty sad. I mean, on the one hand, I have a lot more money in my bank account because I'm not blowing it there. Same thing with Toys R Us being gone, but yeah, I do miss the Batman days where, go in there, get free Batman comics and Batman graphic novels will be on discount. I'm not saying I couldn't order stuff online or make the trip maybe 30 minutes or an hour away to a comic book store, but I don't feel like doing that. But basically, I wanted to do a video that's not a hate video because Batman is one of my favorite superheroes of all time. And I was just talking with somebody, via chat a couple days ago on Batman Day of all days, and we were just talking about, with the new Titans clip that dropped showcasing Jason Todd meeting Dick Grayson in the live action series, and just reading through some old comic books. I mean, if anything, one of the best parts about the comic book store being closed in my area is that I finally sit down and read the comics. Usually I look at videos on Comics Explained, Comic Storian, RNS Entertainment, where they talk about the graphic novels that are out now, or even individual issues, and I buy the issues because, they look and sound intriguing. But I got like boxes that I never read, so this is the perfect time for me to sit back and finally read through them myself instead of watching someone read them for me or describe every detail. But when it comes to Batman, I was reading through Batman, which one was it? Because I got a big stack over there of graphic novels, not just individual issues. I think it was the newer one, Red Hood and the Red Hood and the Outlaws Rebirth. No, basically it's the one where it's Red Hood, Jason Todd, Artemis, the Amazon, and the Bizarro, basically the Dark DC Trinity. And there was a particular panel that got my interest there where I think Jason Todd killed the Penguin. And I think this was like on, cops were there, it was on camera and everything. And Batman hit Jason so hard that Jason literally said that, "Wow, you must really hate me. I've never seen you hit the Joker that hard." And that's something that's always irked me about superheroes. Like, the no kill rule. Like, look, we saw where that leads in Injustice, if the no kill rule is literally thrown out of the window. But I feel in some circumstances that if somebody killed like 500 people, I don't think a simple rehabilitation in Arkham Asylum is enough. But I feel like this video, I should just talk about, whether or not Batman is an effective superhero. Like, don't get me wrong, his actions and his involvement in the Justice League and so many other teams and the Bat family has saved Gotham, has saved the world, and even the universe and multiverse on multiple occasions. But specifically Gotham City, I just want to talk about that. Do you think that Batman is I can't even get the words out because I feel like it's blasphemous. Do you think that Batman is an effective superhero? Like, do you feel like his actions actually make a difference? I mean, like, looking at Batman Beyond, older Bruce Wayne, Gotham City, in a lot of ways is still, going to hell in the handbasket. It's just like a different rogues gallery now. But it's still, I think at that time, though, Batman retired. So technically there was no active Bat member on the streets to handle crime. So it kind of, I don't think that Gotham and Batman Beyond was as bad as Gotham in the Batman The Dark Knight Returns. But at the same time, there were still gangs running around. And I just think about, the saying in both animated series, movies, and the comics about Arkham Asylum just being a revolving door for all the criminals that Batman takes down and sends there, whether they escape, whether they get off early for good behavior or whatever, but then they go back to their schemes and more people die. And I just think about the fact that Batman swore an oath of vengeance against criminals ever since his parents were killed, and in a lot of different writings of the character or dialogue, it's all about him preventing what happened to him from happening to anyone else. But that's not really true. I mean, because when you think, I think Jason Todd said it best, with all the graveyards the Joker's filled, with his kill streak, if you will, and the friends he's crippled, like Barbara Gordon, for example. I just think about how many people has like the Joker killed, Two-Face killed, Poison Ivy with her plants, or Mr. Freeze. How many people has those villains killed because Batman didn't stop them. You know, like, he does stop them, but, you know, that doesn't account for all the casualties who get lost along the way. How many of the people that get killed were parents themselves? It's like, you know, like, what if there's like a police officer that got killed in the Gotham City or the GCPD? Or if there was like just an innocent bystander, you know, at a grocery store, but they got robbed by, you know, some of Two-Face's goons, or, you know, corrupt villains enter Wayne Enterprises, so some of the people there get killed. What if there's like a mother or a father that was killed during that mayhem before Batman showed up and stopped them? And, you know, Commissioner Gordon or one of the officers goes to pick up the child, and, like, you know, they go to another family member or they go to an orphanage because guess what? Mommy and or daddy or both were both killed because of Gotham criminals rampage, and Batman didn't stop them. But then at the end of the day, Batman does stop them. They get sent to Arkham, but something happens. They escape. Next thing you know, another few people die, and it just seems like it's pointless in a way. And again, I know for the sake of comic book sales and whatnot, you can't kill all certain characters, but I mean, at what point it's like, are you going? It's like, obviously locking these people up is not the answer because it doesn't do anything. I mean, like, what was it in the Justice League animated series, A Better World, where I think in that the Justice Lord's universe, Superman lobotomized like pretty much all the villains, and they were pretty much, you know, walking zombies in a way. I mean, even the Joker. So I just feel like Batman does a decent job in terms of stopping crime, but he's almost like, you know, putting a band-aid on like a dam that has a hole in it. It's like it patches up a piece of it, but it's not very effective. You know, like using I mean, Pokemon terms here, it's like using flamethrower on a Blastoise. It's powerful, but it's not very effective, you know? So, yeah, I mean, like, I love Batman. I still love the comics. I was just, you know, when you get older, you really think about this stuff. I'm pretty sure there are comic book fans out there that think about this stuff when they're young as well. But, yeah, it's like, what good is the Dark Knight if the city of Gotham is still dark itself, in terms of there's always crime, there's always death. And once again, you know, I'm not really going to get into the full debate about killing and whatnot, because I feel like at some point, how many killing sprees do these criminals have to go on before something is effectively done to them? That's all I'm saying. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Do you think that Batman is an effective superhero, or do you feel like he's only like a small glitch in the criminal system where he's able to stop it for a little bit, but then it doesn't stop people from dying? So let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe. Let me know if there are any other kind of anime or comic book related videos you want me to do on the channel, and I'll talk to you all soon.